Hi, and
No.
welcome to the Recursion.
When okay, after this bit.
Hi, and welcome to the Recursion Cafe, where we play games from the discard pile. I'm Paul,
And I'm Dan.
and this is a game between Alice and Bruce. Dan, would you like to describe Alice?
Alice hits hard when she's big and she defends well when she's small. That's about it, really.
Yep, and Bruce is all about action regain, so as soon as he hits, he hopefully hits again with as many jeets as he can possibly throw at the person at the beginning, which you're about to see in action, sort of. So, usual stuff. Bruce steps back at the end of the turn as well, which hopefully avoids any melee characters piling in on him. That doesn't necessarily always work, as you're about to again see. So, we're manoeuvring twice normally, except with me. I will be piling straight in with an attack as Bruce. You get a G straight out. In theory,
I guess that's always the problem, isn't it? Is when you're fainted.
yes, that's a massive problem with Bruce. You just have to hope they don't have a feint in their hand. They did, so that's the first G gone. And then Alice is up.
You can at least step back, which means they have to manoeuvre because both melee characters.
Yep, and Hera is also a bit of a pain for Bruce because there are doors in the way, unfortunately for Bruce.
Oh, like that, one of the doors.
Yes, well, this one's open currently. Jabberwock comes in. Fortunately, Bruce has a Jeep back in his hand straight from the off.
That is going to be 5, though.
Yes, and then we take the Jeep back. We're right next to the Jabberwock, so knowing the way that I play, I imagine, I've drawn, I'm being cowardly, I've moved, so entirely predictable.
Yeah, you've moved. I wonder why.
Yeah. This time it did pay off though, it went straight into a regroup, so I'm guessing that Sunzida is prepared to lose the Jabberwock. Because she's only defending with a 1. She does get the card draw. I step away, which is impressive because I actually remembered to do it. And I'm now being chased down by a Jabberwock.
Absolutely being aggressive with that Jabberwock. So we can presume what was in the hand at the beginning of this.
Yeah, fortunately the extra 2 damage has been feinted. As I've always mentioned to other people before, if I have a feint in hand, I will always play the feint. I take, I think Sunzida didn't realise what Jeet I'd taken back at the beginning, so that's why the Jeet was shown, not because I'm generous of nature. And then I think that was a bait out with the little dragon.
It's another feint gone.
Yeah, so it worked in theory.
I'm sure at some point Alice will actually get involved, considering she is big currently.
She is. I'm guessing she doesn't have card draw at this point in time, so that's why she's staying at the back, or she's an innate coward.
Well, it is Bruce Lee.
That's true, yes. And Bruce is very scary. And expertly painted.
You say so yourself.
I do. I don't know.
Who did you get to do it for you?
I don't know. Oh, it was me. Oh, look, here's the other feint. I have a feint in hand. Surprisingly enough, that gets played instantly.
But it still had +2 to the attack because Alice is big.
Yeah, but it's better than... Unfortunately, as great as Bruce is, and he is one of my favourite characters, he doesn't hold on to his health for very long. And has no health regain.
You seem to have played nunchucks.
Yes, funny that. Guess what? Oh, it's a Jeep. Because if you've got a Jeep in hand, why not play the Jeep? It's got the discard, gain another action. Unfortunately, Alice has run away, so that's been negated, but we do get rid of Looking Glass, which is probably one of Alice's best cards.
Always lovely to get rid of that card.
Yes, if only we could have got rid of the other one at some point in time in this game. So now we're at opposite ends of the board. So reset, boost in, because who needs a regroup in their hand? And this time it's another Jeet. Who would have thought it? I have the option as Bruce to swap with the opposing fighter. Let's see if I take that option. I have a feeling that the answer is probably going to be no, because that will put me right next to Alice.
It does put the Jabberwock on 1.
Yep, so the Jabberwock is nearly an ex-Jabberwock. Bruce steps back. Cowardly again. Alice gets scary. because she's gone big and she gets to reset a little bit as well because she gets to draw a couple of cards.
But seems to be staying back still.
Yeah, now she's gone directly to the opposite side of Hera and baiting me in. She's literally beckoning me in.
I wonder if you're going to fall for this.
Well, I am a trusting person, as was Bruce. So, yes. Absolutely. And the momentous shift. So
Gets the one just over.
Yeah, so that's that. Jabberwock is dead. Bruce is surely guaranteed a victory from here.
Yeah.
How can he possibly lose this
It does feel
match?
like the Jabberwock did a bit of its work early on.
Yes. It should be noted as well that Alice is still on 12 and Bruce is on single figures, I think.
I think that was a 7 attack into you by the look of things there.
Yeah, the tide may have turned slightly, being on 3. Fortunately, Bruce has a massive amount of health regain in this deck, so all will be fine. Or alternatively, Bruce has absolutely no health regain and the game has gone from being quite happily content in the world of Bruce to quite scarily on the way out for Bruce. But we get another Jeep back, so you never know.
So if you're going to go out, it's going to be in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, or Bruce could still win this. It's not completely beyond the realms of possibility. There's another Jeep, another discard.
Gain action, but Alice is going to take a step back.
Yeah, which messes up the action regain, unfortunately. So, yet again, Alice is winning this game by pure cowardice rather than actually engaging. And as we all know, that's not the way to win a game.
Well, no, it's almost poor form, isn't it, on Alice's part?
At the very least, it's a shallow, hollow victory, and Bruce is taking away the moral victory from this.
Mm-hmm. The moral victory of beating up the little girl.
Yeah, no, who's sometimes large.
Yes.
Alice. Rather than anything else. So Alice is sort of moving in, but still staying a healthy distance away to make sure that she can't get hit. There's still a couple of Jeeps left that might do some damage, but they are only 3s. Unless you've got the nunchucks on, which get the +1.
I'm going to kind of presume as well, because you've taken so many steps back, so you've either got none of them in your hand or all of them and no defence in your hand.
I think you'll find it was, as they like to call it, a red banana. So all we had was a whole load of yellows and reds and very, very little defence. To the point where that was the only defence.
You managed to get another Jeep back though.
Yeah.
Changes size, moves back.
And yet again, Alice runs away. Bruce chases. Still on 3, and Alice is still on double figures, which is rather scary. So we put the nunchucks in to try and get some damage off. That gets the +1 onto the Jeeps, which there's the next one.
And that's a shame.
It is. Off screen, I am currently crying tears.
Livid.
Yeah, but it can't be helped because, as I said, the moral victory is mine.
But the last feint.
Yeah, the last, because Sunzida is very wise and holds on to her feints, whereas I just have some sort of Pavlov's dog reaction to a feint and will instantly put it out. Yeah.
This could be a problem.
It could very well be a problem, and
that's a 7
yeah,
overall.
Quite a large problem, I would say, a 7-sized problem.
Yep.
And I'm on 3. And now we're currently arguing the toss, I think.
I mean, to be honest, you're on more health than I thought you were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that more health is really not a lot of health. And then that's me now showing how great my hand would have been had I been allowed to play the feints. But as I say, it's a hollow victory.
I mean, it was quick. It's nothing like a quick game.
No, and most of the games with me are always quick.
Yeah.
So that was the Recursion Cafe. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again.